it's Sydney with Tastefully Frugal, and today we are going to be making a project out of the 143 vinyl Christmas mystery box. In case you missed the unboxing, I have linked it in the description for this video, but it was the Black Friday mystery box that came out, and it includes a whole bunch of goodies, supplies, tools, and then blanks, everything you need to make at least 4 projects. So we're going to make the first of the 4 projects today, and it is this super fun garden flag sign. So I will walk you through the steps of cutting everything as well as putting everything together. The different vinyls that we're using for this project, make sure this doesn't fall over. We are going to be using the Easy PSV, or the PSV glitter in flaming red, and then in glittering gold, and I've linked all this in the description as well. And then we're going to use the Starcraft HD, which is a permanent vinyl, in matte metallic silver. So those are the 3 colors that we'll be using today. I have linked, like I said, all of those in the description for this video. So if you'd like to check those out or purchase those, you can find that there. And then this file that we're using is from Design Bundles, and I've also linked that in the description for the video as well. We are going to be using the Cricut Explorer Air 2 today, but this is definitely something that you can use or make on the Maker or any cutting machine. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we want to do is measure our garden flag to see how big we want our design, since it's probably not going to be the right design as soon as we add it in Design Space. So once we measure it, we want to make it about 1 inch or 2 smaller on both sides. So since our height is the smallest size, we're going to go with 8 inches tall. So here we are in Design Space. We're going to go to Upload, which is in the bottom left corner. And as you can see, I've already uploaded the image. So just make sure it's highlighted there, make sure it's highlighted over here, and click Insert Images. And then we are going to change the size. So we're going to change the height to 8 inches tall, and that automatically changes the width. Now, you might think because it looks all together, we can make it, but if you click Make It, you'll see that all these pieces are jumbled. So the Cricut does this to save the most material for you, so you're not wasting material. But on a project like this, we want that centerpiece. So we're going to go back into the Design Space canvas. And this is what I like to do when I'm working with multiple colored designs. I'm going to select the whole design and I'm going to duplicate it the number of times there are colors. So since there's 3 different colors here, I'm going to have 3 different designs, 3 different of the same designs. You'll want to make sure that you change the size first before you duplicate, but we already did that. So once we've changed the size, I'm going to go and change the visibility by just clicking the eye over here. And what that does is it takes that part of the design off of the mat. So I'm going to work with the red truck first. Or I apologize, sorry, the green tree first. So I took everything but the green tree off. Now we're doing the red truck. So we're going to take off all the words and we're going to take off the green tree. And then once all we have left is the truck, we're going to select the whole truck since the circles come out in separate pieces, and we're going to click Attach. So once we have everything attached, it will attach all of the pieces. So if we wanted to do the truck or the words, we could do that, change the visibility, but it would all be red. So now we're going to do the same process, but with our words. So we're going to just keep the Farm Fresh Christmas trees, and we're going to take away the tree and the truck, and we're going to select everything and click Attach. Now I also like to line everything up after I've done this, just to make sure that everything does line up and dimensions didn't get changed somehow. So everything here looks good. So let's go ahead and click Make It. And as you can see, everything is set up how we want it to be. So this is perfect. We have the Farm Fresh Christmas trees, we have our tree, and we have our truck all together. So when you click Continue, you'll want to just select your machine from the drop-down menu. We're doing the Air 2 today. And the next option that you'll have is to pick your material. Now this is really important when you're working with different types of material to set the cut settings for the material you're using. So we're going to do the matte metallic silver first, and I found that the Starcraft HD cuts best on premium vinyl. So we selected premium vinyl, and then we'll go ahead and start cutting. Before we cut though, I like to cut my material down to size. That way it's easier to weed and I'm not wasting any vinyl. So I am using the Cricut paper trimmer here, but you can use it for vinyl, you can use it for cardstock, you can use it for iron-on. I use this paper trimmer literally with almost every single project I do. So we're just cutting down each of the pieces down to size. That way we can use this material for other projects, and it's also not going to get wrinkled or curled when we put it on the mat. So you want to go ahead and remove the film from the mat. And since we're cutting our silver first, just put that on the mat, open your machine up, and make sure that you load your mat under the feeder tabs. And when the sea light is flashing, go ahead and start cutting. This is one of my favorite parts, is watching the Cricut cut the words out. I just think it's really fun to watch creations come to life. Once your design, the first part of your design is cut out, you'll be prompted back in design space and you can change the material type. This is really important when we're working with different materials like we are here. For the PSV glitter vinyl I found works best, and it makes it so much easier to weed. So we just changed that setting to glitter vinyl, and then we're prompted in design space what to do next in the machine. So we're going to go ahead and cut out the green mat, which we're actually doing gold. I absolutely love the look of this gold tree. I wasn't so sure on it, but seeing it all put together, it looks awesome. And then last but not least, we're going to cut our red glitter truck. So once we have everything cut out, we are going to weed our design, weed the excess vinyl. I'm using the pin pen from 143 Vinyl. This thing is a lifesaver when it comes to weeding. I've linked it in the description to this video, but it makes it so much easier to weed, especially the center pieces, or if you have pieces like that middle part of the C that was stuck, it makes it just so much easier to weed. And as you can see, by changing the material settings, it makes it a lot easier to weed the excess vinyl away. It just peels right away like butter. So we're going to get all of the center pieces, and then let me show you how I like to apply the transfer tape. One really cool thing with this design, and this was just chance, but we were able to get all of the pieces on the same sheet of transfer tape. So I like to measure the biggest piece first and cut out the transfer tape for that. We're not going to apply it, but we're just cutting it out to make sure we have enough. And then I will measure to make sure we have enough for the tree and the truck as well. But you'll see after we cut the tree out that we barely have enough for the truck, but it literally is like the perfect size. So once we have all of the transfer tape cut down to size, we'll start applying it. What I like to do for the transfer tape is I'll use the pen tool on the back of the transfer tape to get the transfer tape peeled away just a little bit, and then I'll line it up along the side and slowly peel away the backing. That way that there's no wrinkles or snags in that. And then I will use the scraper tool on the front and the back of the design. Then you'll just peel away the backing for the transfer tape or for the vinyl and line up your design. I like to look at the design and design space as I'm doing it to make sure everything is lined up. Now you can remove the transfer tape from that red truck, or you can leave it on and then put the transfer tape for the Farm Fresh Christmas trees on top. Either way works. I got distracted and left it on this time. But again, make sure that you use that squeegee tool on the front and the back. Then you're just going to line your design up on your garden flag, use the squeegee tool again, and peel away your transfer tape as close to a 90-degree angle as possible. Another reason I love 143 Vinyl products is they are so easy to work with. As you can see here, there is no lifting. You can get the transfer tape on and the vinyl off of the backing really easy, and then you can get it to stick to your material super easy as well. Make sure you have your tree lined up to the bed of your truck. Use your scraper tool again, and then just slowly peel the vinyl away, or the transfer tape away. Next, let me show you how to use this wooden dowel holder. You'll just unscrew one side and then stick that side through the garden flag up at the very top and screw that ball right in, and you are all done. All right, now our sign is done, but what are we gonna do with it? Let's go ahead and hang it. I'm just going to be using some glitter ribbon. We have this from the dollar store. When we were making this with the silver and gold, my husband remembered the song from the Frosty the Snowman, the silver and gold song, so we figured it'd be fun to do a glittery silver hanger. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna put this through all the way through underneath the rod, and then we'll tie it. All right, so once we have it through, we are going to just wrap it up and see about how much length we have. We don't want to tie it too high, so about right there is perfect. Just a little bit more so that we can make a nice little bow. We'll cut that, and then we'll just make sure that we're even. And then just tie it in a little knot. Even what we can do once we have this tied is we can just move this around so that the bow part, or the knot part I should say, I don't do a very good job of making cute bows. We'll just put this through so that the bow part is underneath and we can't see it. So there you have it. What do you think? Pretty easy project, right? So I will be making more of these projects that come with a Christmas mystery box. The next one will be on a Facebook Live actually this Friday, where we'll be using iron-on vinyl. So if you have any questions about the process or any of the products I use, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And I'd also love to have you subscribe to Tastefully Frugal for more Cricut tips, tricks, and tutorials. Have a great day, guys.